Now we're going to take you through the driver interface, or in simpler terms, anything in the pickup that conveys information to you, like the instrument panel, indicator lights, warning lights, gauges, and even the radio's display area.
So let's move from left to right through the driver cockpit to highlight the important features you need to know about.
Beginning on the far left side of the instrument panel, you'll find the exterior lamp controls.
Your new Colorado has an automatic headlamp system so that when it's dark enough outside, the system turns on your headlamps at normal brightness along with your tail lamps, side markers, parking lamps, and the instrument panel lights. The radio lights even come on.
You also have something called daytime running lamps. This safety feature makes it easier for others to see the front of your vehicle during the day. So each and every time you start your new Colorado, the daytime running lights automatically come on and stay on whenever you take your vehicle out of park.
But for those times when you might not want this safety feature to be active, you simply have to turn the light switch all the way to the left for a second, and then the feature will disengage until the next time that you start your vehicle, or decide to reactivate the feature by turning the light control knob all the way to the left again.
Talk about choice! And if your Colorado is also equipped with optional fog lamps, the control button for those lamps is located below and to the right of the exterior lamps knob.
Just below and to the left of the exterior lamps knob, you'll find a control for your interior lamps. This left-handmost button is your dome lamp override button. To turn the dome lamps off when your doors are open, press this button. This button overrides your new Colorado's illuminated entry feature when you remove the key from the ignition. To return the lamps to automatic operation, press the dome lamp button again, and the dome lamps will come on when you open a door.
This is a real handy feature if you're parked for a long time during the day with the vehicle doors open, like when you're on a job site or when you're cleaning the interior of your vehicle.
So keep in mind that if the dome lights should ever not come on when you open a door, you'll probably have to press the dome lamp button to activate them again.
The circular rolling knob next to the exterior lamps is your interior lamps control. By rolling this control, you can adjust the brightness of both the instrument panel lights and the interior lamps.
To turn on the dome lamp, with the vehicle doors closed, turn the thumb wheel all the way up.
And this brings us to the final control button in the instrument panel cluster. Located to the immediate right of the fog lamp switch is the control for your optional cargo lamps. If your vehicle is equipped with cargo lamps, you can use them to give you more light in the cargo area of your vehicle. The dome lamps must be on before you can turn on the cargo lamps. And when you're ready, a simple press of this button will turn the cargo lamps on and off.
Behind the steering wheel on the left side of the steering column, you'll find the turn signal multifunction lever. This one lever controls your turn and lane change signals, the headlamp high-low beam changer, the flash-to-pass feature, the windshield wiper, the windshield washer, and cruise control.
Now let's look at the instrument panel cluster. Did you know that each and every time that you turn on your Colorado, it performs a complete diagnostic check of all the vehicle's monitored systems?
It's called a system check, and it performs a variety of basic functions like checking your anti-lock brake system, your airbag system, your engine, and a whole lot more.
And you can see this happening when you turn on the ignition and all the system warning lights temporarily light up. It's just one of the intelligent ways that your Colorado keeps you informed.
Your vehicle is also equipped with a Driver Information Center, or DIC, located in the lower center of the instrument cluster.
Given the importance of the DIC and the valuable information that it communicates to you regarding your Colorado's performance, we have an entire track devoted exclusively to it a little later on.
Besides messages in your DIC, your new Colorado is also able to alert you to a number of key maintenance and safety issues as they arise through a variety of indicator lights on your instrument cluster.
Messages on the instrument cluster let you know various things, like if a safety issue, such as an open door, is present.
And while we're in the general area, I'd like to draw your attention to the engine coolant temperature gauge indicator.
Your Colorado is designed so that the optimal engine coolant temperature reading that you'll typically see is where the needle shows the temperature as being just below the halfway point.
So during those cold winter days where the temperature of the coolant doesn't seem to rise too quickly, you can rest assured that the engine is warming up and that the heating system will produce the maximum heat possible just as quickly as possible.
Conversely, during those times when your coolant temperature may be running too hot, such as may be the case if you've been towing a heavy load for a period of time or climbing a steep hill on a sweltering day, You may discover that your air conditioning may stop working. This is normal and is done to help cool the engine.
To get a much better understanding of the coolant temperature gauge and how to maintain the most efficient engine operating temperatures, kindly consult with sections 3 and 5 of your owner's manual for more detailed information.
The minute or two that you take to do so will not only set aside any questions, but will also prove invaluable in helping you to have a better understanding of the proper maintenance required for some of your vehicle's essential fluids.
You know, there's another really intelligent thing that your Colorado can do, and it has to do with the fuel cap. If the fuel cap isn't put back on, or if it's put back on incorrectly, a message will appear in the DIC that reads fuel cap. And additionally, the check engine indicator will light up after the fuel system performs a self-diagnostic test.
So one of the first things you should do when you see the check engine message light up is check your fuel cap. And this is especially true if you've recently stopped for a fill-up.
And as a helpful hint, whether you're filling up the tank yourself or going to a full service station, when your fuel cap is put back on, you need to make sure it gets turned to the right until you hear a clicking sound. And what you want to hear is ideally a minimum of 3 good clicks.
Okay, now it's time to move on up to the rear view mirror area. There are a couple of different mirror types available, starting with the simplest, a manually controlled mirror with map lights.
The second type of mirror is one equipped with an optional automatic dimming rear view mirror with a compass and outside temperature gauge. The outside temperature can be displayed in either English or metric units, and you can toggle between the two by pressing the right-hand button on the mirror housing that controls the map light for 3 to 4 seconds.
The next type of mirror is also manually controlled, but has the added advantage of housing the OnStar system as well as map lights.
An auto-dimming mirror automatically changes its reflective position to reduce glare from headlamps behind you. And for added convenience, a time delay feature prevents the mirror from rapidly changing between day to night positions when you're driving under lights and in traffic. The on-off button for this optional mirror's auto-dim feature is located at the far left below the mirror face. Press this button for 3 seconds to turn the auto-dim feature on and off. When turned on, an indicator light will illuminate to let you know that the system is active and that the mirror will automatically dim to minimize glare from any headlamps behind you after dark.
There may also be an optional 8-point digital compass located inside the top right corner of the rearview mirror. So if you see an N in the mirror's top right corner, that means you're headed north, or E for east, or, well, you get the idea.
But if nothing shows, or the letter C appears in the compass display, then the unit may be experiencing interference from a strong magnetic source, such as a magnetic antenna mount, or it may simply need to be calibrated. And that's pretty easy to do because while the system is generally self-calibrating after being turned on for 2 seconds, if needed, you can also calibrate the system yourself by holding in the on-off button for about 9 full seconds until CAL appears, and then driving in a circle at less than 5 miles per hour until the display reads a direction.
Also, and this is important, as we all live in different areas of the country, you need to consult with Section 2 of your owner's manual to find out how to determine and set the geographic compass zone that's right for you. Until you do so, your compass might not properly register true geographic north.
For those times that you don't want to see the compass display, all you have to do is press the mirror-mounted on-off button until the compass unit shuts off.
Oh, and as a useful tip and to keep your mirror unit and compass working properly, be sure to never ever spray anything directly on it. When it becomes time to clean it, use a damp cloth sprayed with glass cleaner.
The remaining controls on your rear view mirror are for the OnStar system, and this is a great feature that we'll discuss a little later on.
You can find out even more about your driver interface in the sections of your owner's manual titled Features and Controls, the Instrument Panel, and Service and Appearance Care.